All right, today is day one for our math lesson. We're going to start our chapter on graphing and charting numbers and data. And what we're going to do is work through this page kind of together while I'll pause at different times and let you kind of think of your answer before we talk about it. And then you're going to have an assignment in your iLearn that you'll go to, and we'll practice the same topic. And then you have your practice and problem solving pages because we took that book home. And so I will tell you what pages to do. And again, when you finish those workbook pages, you'll want to tuck those into a safe place, a folder or someplace, because I will grade that with you when I talk to you online. Okay? So we're going to look at our chart here. Have little basketballs, and we see a title. Okay, and you'll notice that with all charts, and you'll be making some charts for me to see as well. But you'll see right here, points scored during the game, where my little arrow is pointing in that top blue part. So that's our title. Okay, and then on the side we have students' names. We have Alan and Kate and Gary and May. Okay, kind of funny. We have two kids in our classes, Alan and Maylee. All right, so if we look up here, follow along as I read in the yellow. Okay. Ron kept track of the points scored by his teammates during a basketball game. He recorded his data in the picture graph shown below. How many points did each teammate score? Okay. Now, what I notice when I'm looking at the chart is that we have these names and we have a title and I see all these basketballs, but it's very important to look right here. Kind of a key or a legend, okay? Each basketball stands for 2 points, okay? So when we look at the first question down here for A, the sentence at the bottom of the graph tells you that each basketball stands for how many points? So what would you write here if this were your workbook, if you had this in front of you, or if we had this on the whiteboard? What would you write? Think about that for just a second and look back up at the chart. Okay, so I'm hoping that you discovered just by looking that we know each one of those stands for 2 points. Okay, right here it tells us that. Okay, so you always want to look for those. All right, let's look at B. There is one basketball next to Alan's name. That means that Alan scored 2 points. There are 3 basketballs next to Kate's name. So how many points did Kate score? So we think about this basketball right here stands for 2. Kate has 3 of those. So we want to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6. So how many points did she score? She scored 6. Sorry, I can't really write on the line very good with this. Now, how many basketballs are next to Gary's name? Now, notice they didn't ask how many points he had. They asked how many basketballs are next to his name. So we want to read carefully when we're doing our math. So we look for Gary. Okay, let's switch our color here since we have a different person. So Gary has how many basketballs? So we're not going to count by 2s because we don't want to know points. We just want to know basketballs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many are next to his? We have 5. It's kind of tricky to make small. 5. Okay. And then down below, for D, how many points did he score? So now we're still looking at Gary, but now we're going to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so you would write 10 if this were your workbook page, right there. Okay, what multiplication problem could you use to solve D? If you had to think for Gary, if we know each basketball is 2, we're doing multiplication. How many basketballs do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could I solve it that way? Is 2 times 5, 10? It sure is. So we can think of counting by twos, but we know multiplication by twos is counting by twos as well. Okay, one more question together. How would you find the number of points May scored? Okay, so if you had to put words, we know math sometimes asks us to use words. What would you say? Okay, so if you had to think about that and write down an answer, okay, you might say something like, I counted 4 basketballs, and I know each basketball stands for 2 points. 4 basketballs times 2 points each equals 8 points. Okay, so make sure you would be able to write something like that if you were asked a math question where you have to explain. Okay, all right, so simply looking at graphing, okay, we looked at a chart here together. In your math slides today, just like we had language slides, you'll see the math video, and that's what you're watching right now with me, okay? You're gonna go to your iReady, okay? And it should just give you an option to do an assigned lesson, and it goes with our graphing, okay? So you'll wanna do that lesson today. So you'll wanna go to your iReady, and then you're gonna go to iExcel, 3rd grade math, G1, and that is simply multiplication review. It's been a while since we've been together, so we want to do multiplication review on iExcel. And then lastly, you brought home your practice and problem solving book. So I want you to do page 283 and 284. Okay, do the best you can on it. If you need help, message me. Okay, I can walk you through or help some things, or ask someone at home who's with you. They can probably help you too. And then again, keep that practice and problem solving page in a safe place so I can check that with you when I touch base with you later this week on our videos, okay? So remember, again, I can make sure your iExcel gets done, so I want you to get that done. I can check iReady, want to get that done, and your practice and problem solving page. Now, I put the link over here to help you get to iReady and iExcel. They're both on your TSC page if you go there. And lastly, on this slide, on your math slide every day, you will have a link to your daily special. Won't quite follow the special schedule because I don't always have certain links on certain days for specials, but I do have some that Miss Wasmer and some other PE teachers have put together. So if you click on the PE video of the day, if you click on that link, hopefully your link will work and it'll take you to the April exercise videos. And there's different ones. And you'll see there's Miss Dunwoody right there. She and some other PE teachers got together to make some videos. So you can click on those and enjoy those and get some PE time in. And that should be the end of day 1. Okay? Now, remember, this week's a little different, that I will see you guys tomorrow, but normally we will have every other day together. So good luck. If you have questions, message me. Okay, and if you're really stuck, I can help, video chat and we can work through some things. Otherwise, good luck, and we will talk to you guys soon.